because it's really important. That doctor right there that you saw, Dr. Joe McCord, he was the last recipient of an Elliott Crescent Award. Who knows what an Elliott Crescent Award is? I didn't either. You? Smarty pants? No? Deborah might know. Elliott Crescent Award was given to Henry Ford, Orville Wright, Marie Curie, anyone that can change a century, basically. That award is given to. And Dr. Joe McCord, because of what he's found with free radical biology, anti-aging, like real anti-aging, not, you know, what we, it's that fluffy word. It's like the real scientific anti-aging. You know, he's discovered amazing, amazing things. So when the FDA allowed us to say that Protandim, taking it for 30 days, was reducing people's oxidative stress by an average of 40%. That had never been said before, so ABC Primetime caught wind, and they're like, what? We're going to come and we're going to debunk you. We're going to expose you to the whole world. Well, as you can see, there was only positive. So people watched that, and overnight, 4 million people went in the next day to GNC, High Health, health food stores where it was on the shelf, and they tried to get it. But these guys are scientists. They had like 40,000 bottles in stock. They couldn't supply the demand. So basically, over the next 5 years, they went into debt, trying to find ways to ramp up productions, do infomercials, whatever they could. And the amazing thing is that a bunch of universities saw that too. So Harvard, Louisiana State, a bunch, dozens and dozens of universities did their own independent research on this product for different diseases, different ailments, and have come up with amazing, amazing research where, you know, smart, really smart friends of mine, you know, that veterinarians and doctors can go and read peer-reviewed research. I don't know if any of you know what peer-reviewed research is. It's like you got to be really smart to read those things, and it's also like, you know, one person says something, and then the next person tries to say, oh no, this isn't true. But if this person says, well, this is actually true, then his peers come and they try to make sure that it's fact. And we have 12 peer-reviewed studies. It's a big deal. So I'm going to lead into, they hired someone to say, what do we do in 2009? They're like, all we have is this prime time, no money, we're in debt, and a bunch of bottles of Protandim. And a financial advisor said, you guys got to go into people's living rooms. There's a story that needs to be told. This is the real deal. People, word of mouth advertising is the oldest form of advertising there is. You know, you cut out that middleman, and you give it back, the money back to the people who are talking about it. That's network marketing in a nutshell. So they decided, okay, we'll do it. We'll keep it on the shelves because we think you're crazy about network marketing, but we'll do it. And from the first year, they went from 3 million to 15 million and on to 200 million is where we're at right now. So the amazing part about that, the thing that really got me, is they couldn't pay anyone to talk about it. So they basically had some guys come in that were really big in the industry and said, we can't pay you. We have an ABC Primetime and we have some bottles of Protandim. Will you guys be the leaders? Will you guys pioneer and forge ahead, you know? These guys were extremely smart, and they said, if we can write the compensation plan. So we have the most generous compensation plan in the industry, I've been told by many people. So I'm going to explain just a couple things because there's a bunch of ways to get paid. You can get a Jeep. I mean, it's crazy. You guys are cute. Okay, so there's 2 ways to get involved. If you just, you know, you want to make a little extra money, I would say the $600 pack is the way to go. But if you really want to build this, if you really want to capitalize on this and make some serious cash, do the business builder. It's $1,200. This blew me away because I own my own business. I owned a surf school. That was about 50 grand. I owned my own restaurant. That was so much. Let's not even go there. Does anyone own their own business in here? Yeah. How much was yours to start up?
Mine wasn't too bad. It's probably like 10 grand.
Yeah, that's a really nice startup. Right. Anybody else? What about you, Landon? I'm curious.
I'm an independent contractor.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Little to no overhead.
Yeah, well, that's great. Smart guy. For $1,200 to be able to build a global multi-million-dollar business is unheard of to me. I'm still blown away by that. And then it's a $200 a month overhead, which is great because it's $7 a day to eat your overhead. Where else can you do that? You could sell your overhead, you could eat your overhead. I take all the products. My auto ship is in the thousands because I have all the uncles, that can't afford to put it on their credit card, and they just come with their money and here, get the claim, and then I just but what we do is to get you your money back as quick as possible. A lot of people don't have $1,200 lying around. I put mine on 2 credit cards because we didn't have it. When you sign someone up, you get $500 back in your pocket the next Friday. I love that. It's quick. Anytime you sign someone up for the product, you get 40% back to you. That's generous. And then there's a bunch of different bonuses, but I'm just going to talk about 2. Obviously, the royalty is amazing because you start to, it's slow, but you build it and you build it and you build it, and then every month it's coming at you on the 15th. You can't stop it if you wanted to. It's pretty amazing. Residual income is really mind blowing, and it's just not a get rich quick thing. It's a get rich slow thing, which is a lot better than what we're doing now, right? Which is a get rich never thing. So this is a way to slowly build part-time, build something part-time. I did it with an hour a day, and you slowly build it and you build it. You link arms with people that know better than you, so they can help you. It's pretty awesome. So the generational matching bonus, I'm going to talk about that, number 5 and number 6, because these were the cherry on the cake for me. After I did all my research and I looked at this, it blew my mind. So this is how it's going to go. Roxy signs up Deborah. Deborah signs up Hannah. Hannah signs up Rena. Rena signs up Utaka, and then Irma. Okay, you guys got that? She's going to make 10% on her paycheck for the rest of the existence of her building this. It's a big deal. Say Deborah decides to be a pro 10. She's making $200,000 a month. She's going to make $20,000 just because she signed her up.
A month.
And then she's going to make, 5% of Hannah, 5%, 5%, 5%. And this happens on every person you sign up. What I love about this is it teaches that you're not just going to sign someone up and ditch them. You're going to be their friend. You're going to help them. You're going to walk them through it. And that's a big deal in this industry. That's why it has a bad name, is people sign you up and then you never hear from them again. And this is a beautiful thing. And the other thing that I love is, say that everyone here quits, but Irma decides to go to Pro 10. Everyone else is going to win. That could bring her home from work, that 1%. Every month she keeps taking the product. She's still in the business. She's making, 5% off Irma. She's going to be able to, you could probably, come home from work making $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And that's the beautiful thing about this. My father-in-law, is this live?
No.
Okay, my father-in-law sits on top. He makes like $2,500 a month, sometimes $5,000, just from signing me up. I'm building his retirement. It's pretty special, it's really special. And then the elite pool is what, just wow. I was talking about Roxy Quicksilver. Me and like 4 of my friends, we were like the first ones. You guys know what that company is, right? Mm-hmm. The heart. Yeah. So we were the first ones, and they built their entire business and their entire company on our image. And it was fun, but it was like, we designed clothes for them. We were like on their hang tags. We were all over the world. And when it was time to leave, the younger girl walked in. This is business, and there was no, you know what, Daisy, you helped us to design this board short. We're gonna give you a small percentage of everything sold, just even in Honolulu, just even 1 cent per thing. It was nothing like that. It was high five, see you later, and with the new one, and that's business. But what this company does is you work and you get paid. That's what I love about it. You work, you get paid. You get to the elite rank. It took me 18 months, took my girl underneath me 18 months to get there. You get to share in everything sold in the world. You share in 1% of the global gross sales. So someone in Philippines buys a bottle, I get a percentage. It's crazy. It's like, that blew me away. I had to like bring people in to tell me, is this real? Does this really happen? Because I've never seen business like that. And I love the behavior behind it, is that it makes it so it's not competitive. So, your neighbor, uncle's having a meeting over there, I can go and do it. So we're all on the same team. Everyone, we're all on the same team, and that's hard to find these days. It's hard to find business where first of all, you're around like-minded entrepreneurs, dreamers, visionaries that want more in their life, want to pay for their kids' college, want to have their husband home from work. She wants to bring her husband home from work before she does. It's just, that's why we're doing this. So Sorry, back to the elite bonus. You get Pro 8s, you get 2%. Pro 9s get 3%. And Pro 10s share in 4% of the global gross sales. You know how many Pro 10s there are? 12, right? 12. Emily got thousands. There's 12 people at the top of this company. So do you think there's some room for growth for all of us to get a piece of that? We're doing 200 million. Imagine when we're doing 1 billion. And the Pro 10s, we're all sitting up there and we're like, wow, this is just wild. And you know, money is not the root of all evil. Lack of money. I really feel like lack of money is, and evil people, right? But you give good money to good people and we're going to do some good things. You know, so my dreams were locked behind the coolers in the garage, freaking 3 padlocks on them. I wasn't even looking at them. There was a hole. There was no light at the end of the tunnel. The next step for us was we were losing our house. We didn't even talk, my husband and I. It was so stressful. But now all the dreams are out in the living room. And all my kids and I we're dreaming. We want to build an orphanage and we want to do this. And my kids are like entrepreneurs at 7 and 8, you know, that he's just selling fruit on his fruit stand to save for that orphanage he wants to build in Haiti. You know, and all on his own. Because he sees me helping and he wants to have that heart, you know, and that to me, you can't put a price tag on that. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. So yeah, as far as having everything, we have everything. It's one of those opportunities we're lucky. We're lucky we're sitting here right now, and in 2 years it will not be the same opportunity. So if it's not for you, that's totally fine. There's no pressure here. But just remember this. Remember this cute remember Ernest crying in the beginning. Because you're going to see him in 2 years and he's not going to be crying. He's going to be driving his new car with his girls in the back, going to the beach, probably in your Jeep.
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm taking the Jeep.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, but that's the thing, is you work part-time on your fortune and full-time at your job. And so you can fire your boss and make your fortune your life, you know, and that's what we have here. So to see where I was 3 years ago and where I am now, it's just, Michelle knows, I was constantly worried about money, constantly, and now it's like, cool, let's go to dinner. You know, it's pretty amazing. Not all of us. Pretty soon I'll get there. I'll get there. But before you go, the guests, if you want to just look at this, we're publicly traded, so you can see what people are making. And I love this. This is powerful. You can see how they rank from 1 to 10 by how much volume you accumulate. And just look at the monthly average commission. When I started, I wanted to be a Pro 2, $267. I said, if this can come in every month, I can have a car. My husband and I don't have to share a car. It would be a beautiful thing. And that happened quick. And then now, you know, it's Pro 5 and whoa, and Pro 7 is like, I'm a Pro 7. It's crazy. And then now it's like Pro 10 is possible because it's about leverage. It's about creating a little organization of friends, of like-minded people. And then it's not about pushing people into a corner and like, sign up. You know, it's like, hey, come if you want. I don't want to leave you behind, but hey, if you don't, that's fine too. You know, so does anyone have any questions?
What's in the kit that you buy for
Good question.
$600?
Love that. Okay, so both kits have about 90% product, and you can customize it. So in the $1,200 pack, you get $1,100 in product. You can sell it. You can take it yourself. You know what I mean? Hannah just signed up and she's already sold. How many bottles have you sold? Like 4 bottles? Mm-hmm. Yeah, out of her pack, she's already making her 6 bottles. She's making her money back. You know what I mean? So you can do it that way. You don't have to deal with shipping and receiving. You don't have to go to the post office. It's all done for you. You get a back office. It's really organized, and it's, you know, if you signed up and you're in my organization, anywhere down and below, I'll see it in seconds.